go, folks. The moon.
Bang!
With
Zip.
one of the best BGMs in all video game history.
It's a long way to the moon, lads. But the green cheese of longevity will make it worth the trip. Up, up, and away!
Now, this ship is actually from a space travel episode in the cartoon. I forget the name of it. I believe it's like the Rising Phoenix or something. And here we are.
And I already noticed one extra character. There he is!
Gosh,
Fenton
Mr. McDuck.
Crackshell.
I've never
Scrooge's
been to the
#1
moon before.
accountant.
Well, when it comes to space cadets, Fenton, you're a natural.
But of course, if you know the TV show,
Now, Gyro, why
you
in
probably
blazes
know
are
him
we
as
chewing
his
this awful
alter
blue
ego.
muck?
Why, that's Oxy Chew, Mr.
Oh,
McDuck.
yeah.
It's my latest invention, oxygen-flavored taffy. 5 good chews and you can breathe on the lunar surface without a spacesuit. Oh, and it tastes great, too.
That, Gyro, is a matter of opinion. Now, which way to the
This
green cheese?
still doesn't explain
What do
how
you
he's
mean?
able to survive
Isn't it
the
all around us?
blistering
Yeah?
solar wind
How do you figure?
or the pressure
Everybody knows the
differential.
whole moon's made of green cheese. Well, that's what my dear mama said.
And you to take a feather
Probably
brain
thought,
like you to
well,
believe her.
one plot
Ugh,
contrivance
sometimes
at
I
a time.
don't know what I'm gonna... Wait, what's that?
Look, here's someone who could give us directions. Hello?
Ah!
Mr. McDuck! Help!
Without the suit, Fenton is kind of a butt
no!
monkey.
We've got to save
Yeah.
him!
Do we really?
We do if
Granted,
you want
he
to find
did
that treasure
once
of yours, Mr.
Cause
McDuck.
a use
Fenton
his
was carrying the
computational
Gizmo Duck
genius
suit.
to cause
That's
a
the
robot
only thing we've
overlord
got
to launch a
powerful
bomb.
enough to break into
But
the
that was a
moon vault.
one-time thing.
All right, fine. Stay here and guard the supplies.
Most of the time,
while I
when he's
look
not
for that
in the
bumbling
Gizmo Duck
bookkeeper.
suit, he is a hapless fop. Okay, shh. Video game history sounding off right here, folks. Let's roll.
Blast!
So I know there were many, like, top 10 things. When Screw Attack did the top 10 music list, normally they do a list based on how they felt. This one they left up to the fans. I can't remember exactly where in the list that top 10 was, but it was pretty high up on this list.
This is one of the best BGMs in all of video game history right here.
Why, that looks like the same spaceship that took off with Fenton. Well, I guess this means I'm invited on board.
Their mistake. And actually, I'm going to provide you guys with an extra treat. In the description for this video, I'm also going to post a link to an orchestral remake of this version of the Moon track. It is incredible. If you don't want to hear my annoying voice over the soundtrack, mute the video and play this track, the orchestral track, over the video. It would actually be an improvement. Alright, circle around. So there's that. You can either listen to my dumb voice or an orchestral version of the track, so...
Blast me bagpipes! A piece of Gizmo Duck suit.
The helmet of the Gizmo Duck
If only
suit.
I had a way to open this
Originally,
door.
you had to find the remote control, and this actually tricked me because I, for the longest time, didn't actually know that Gizmo Duck was an actual person. I thought it was a robot Gyro had created because of the remote control thing in the game. I didn't even know Fenton existed until this game.
Because that's the one thing I remember from the TV show. Not necessarily some of the episodes, but mainly it was the Gizmo Duck segments that I remember the most. Probably my favorite episode is when Fenton loses the suit, and the nephews
Hold
and
up.
Webigail.
Hold up.
Ooh.
Please.
Okie dokie done.
You were saying, Eisen?
I was saying one of my most favorite DuckTales episode was when Fenton loses the Gizmo Duck suit, and Huey, Dewey, Louie, and even Webigail get their hands on it. And you can only imagine the hilarity that builds from that.
Especially because the suit's programmed to attach to Fenton and only Fenton. Because when the Beagle Boys tried to seize the suit for themselves using a remote control, they ended up running Fenton around all over the place, and he was flipping out. It was hilarious. Alright, let's get him out of there.
Fenton, get down from there and stop embarrassing yourself.
Mr. McDuck! Thank goodness you're here! I think those aliens wanted to suck out my brain and make an army of Fenton clones.
Bah, they'd soon learn that one of you is one too many. Now, help me find a security override so we can get to your Gizmo Duck suit.
You mean this?
Security system disengaged.
Fenton, you're a genius.
Gee, Mr. McDuck, do you mean it?
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Warning. Damage report. Artificial gravity system is offline.
Fenton, you're a nincompoop. You broke the gravity controls.
Not to worry. I'll have it fixed in a jiffy. I got a level 3 certificate of technology from Happy Ducky University, you know.
Oh, no, you don't. You'll probably slam into the self-destruct button, too. I'll get us out of this.
Swimming mechanics.
Now this one's completely new.
Well, they're just reusing the swimming mechanics from the Money Bin.
Mm-hmm.
Gravity system restored. All systems normal.
Nice work, Mr.
And
McDuck.
away go the rats.
Now, let's go get my Gizmo Duck suit.
Not so fast, Dunderhead. You go wait with Gyro. I'll find a Gizmo Duck suit myself.
Yeah. Fenton is ridiculously good with numbers, but that's about it. I mean, on the one hand, Scrooge does respect Fenton, but he really doesn't trust him with a whole lot. I mean, Fenton's just an accountant. It's what he's good at, but...
It's Gizmo Duck's helmet.
You get him in any other situation, and he starts...
Fenton actually gets smarter when he wears this thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Maybe I'm a wee bit too hard on the lad. Now, only 2 more parts to find, and we can break into that moonbolt.
Yeah, even he admitted he was being harsh. Okay. I'm gonna explore the rest of the ship once I got all the pieces. You know what? No, I want that heart container. It's down here somewhere. I think it's over here. Whoop! Yeah, I think it's over here. Ouch! Okay, it's not over here. Alright. That said, I did walk away with some nice shinies.
I remember the one thing I learned from playing this game on the NES was that chain over to the far left of this floor, that's just a one-way exit.
Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bad.
Said,
Don't want to go anywhere
just-
yet. It's mine, he says. Gotcha.
Onward and upward.
Up. Get out of my way. Too ugly. Yeah, I mean, it's the really ridiculous, crazy, awesome part of this game is Scrooge is on the moon beating the piss out of aliens with a giant spaceship. And he's winning.
Up I go.
Alright. Cyberducks.
Cyberducks with its Cyberduck punch.
Fortunately, they explode.
Oh, and I remember in the original NES version, it would take them forever just to get through that area because it would always do small jumps and then multiple punches. I guess that's one thing they fixed in this one. What took forever is just a few seconds, and then it's out of the way.
Over there.
Hey, watch it.
Take that, you prick. Alright.
Ugh, my arms are getting tired.
Your arms are getting tired, eh? See a pile of bricks? You find small diamonds in there, so it's worth trying to go and smash them.
May as well. Which I don't think there is one in this version, though I do remember in the NES version there was a time limit. Though granted, most of the stages were short enough that you could waste some time.
Once an adventurer, always an adventurer.
Aye. Yep. Have this.
I don't want to smash you to bits, but if that's what you really want, I won't hesitate to stop you.
Looks like I found Gizmo Duck's armored suit. It's a good thing Gyro rigged up this hyperspace pocket for me to carry things around in.
Ooh.
Now just one more part to find and I can get off this flying monstrosity.
That's dripping goo if you look closely.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is a science vessel. And it's usually a bad idea for Earth creatures to be on an alien science vessel.
Yeah. The mouth, the nose, the ass. If it's something they can probe, chances are for research they will do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah.
Yeah.
I say if anyone plays the original NES version, the Amazon's probably the best level to perfect the pogo jump. Because once you use it enough times, even in small, tight spaces like that, it can feel
I
comfortable.
didn't get to be number one by back and down.
Alright, yeah, this is tricky. But doable. Okay, hear that? Don't destroy those.
It's not just yet.
Fire one! Look at that luster. Treasure!
Huh.
Maybe it's up in the next level.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Die for my happiness. And he's stuck.
GG.
He's self-destruct.
I think he did. He just self-destruct.
Mrs. Bigley, now where did you come from?
Fail.
Why, from home, of course.
They can't even
I
build
had to be
them right.
sure you were all right in this filthy place.
Marvelous job as usual, Mrs. Bigley.
Tell the boys to keep a watchful eye on my Webigail.
Well, you can do that yourself since they're back. Where's that freaking art container? hilarious. The freaking Robo-Duck self-destructed.
In fact, you're gonna find out just for yourself. Bam.
Fail.
Why was I programmed to feel pain?
I keep coming. I love the practice. Ow.
It's mine.
Alright, before we go over there and get the last piece of the armor, passageway over there. What is that? Art container. I'm fairly certain it's on the ship.
Oh, I know what you're doing. Gizmo Duck's wheel. I've always wondered
Because
what
for one
Gyro was
thing,
thinking when he
you could
designed
fall
this
off the
thing.
edge.
Who fights crime
Another
with a
thing,
unicycle?
Who fights
Now
crime
that
with
I've
a
got all three
unicycle,
parts, I can
indeed?
head back to Fenton and Gyro. I hope it's not too late.
only the skillful, I can imagine. Okay, one thing might just fall in nothing. If another thing, if you stop pogoing at the wrong time, you might hurt yourself, get pushed back a bit, and still fall.
And tossed into the void of space.
And only then would you be legitimately screwed.
Whoa!
Oop.
It's mine.
Hello?
We'll take it! Gift horse, mouth. What the?
Hello?
So that's what that little ball down there. He spawned from
Home run.
Oh, yes!
Blast.
Combo combo.
Man, humanoids are not programmed to look up for danger. Ow! This is often a bad thing. Get the hell off this ship. Apparently, our container I'm looking for is not on the ship.
Up you go.
Good. Ah. Okay, that's it. Using the control stick.
So I'd imagine it'd be right around here if you use that one machine. Push it back down there.
Yeah, please.
Hey, watch it.
It takes off. It goes away. Good.
We're in luck. I managed to find all of Gizmo Duck's suit.
Oh boy! Now we can blast into the treasure vault!
Just a moment, Fenton. Gyro, I think I left my favorite $2 bill under the back seat. Would you mind getting it for me?
Sure thing, Mr. McDuck.
Gee, boss, why'd you send Gyro back onto the ship?
So he doesn't
Well,
find out
obviously,
you're
it's a
Gizmo
secret
Duck when you put on that
identity.
suit, you dunderhead.
But there are only 3 of us here, sir. Won't he figure it out anyway? When Gizmo Duck appears and I've mysteriously
He's got
vanished?
a point.
I wouldn't worry
Yeah,
about
that is true.
Gyro may be a brilliant inventor, but his deductive reasoning skills are about as good as yours.
Oh! Hey!
Would you just get on with it? Say your secret code word and activate that confounded contraption.
Code word? Gee, I can't remember it. Oh, blather and blatherskite, I'm useless.
That's the code word.
That's what it was.
I mean, I'm useful to the extreme. Point me toward the offending blockade, so that I might deal justice upon it.
Cut the dramatics, would you, and follow me.
Yes,
Mr. McDuck?
Ben tries to
Fenton?
Clark Kent his way out of this
Gizmo
situation.
Duck?
So he hams up his voice and speaks
They're
very
gone.
dramatically.
And all
He's a
I
lot
could
more
find was
subdued
this
in the
$2
Darkwing
million
Duck cartoon
bill.
Because,
Oh, well,
the Fenton
back under the
personality
seat it
doesn't show
goes.
up at all. And yeah, $2 million bill. I didn't even know they made. Now, along with being a crime fighter, Gizmo Duck is Scrooge's bodyguard. He proves himself to that great effect. He will kill everything in your path on the way to your fault. Give him a moment, and his missiles will fertilize everything.
How dare you?
Takes a bit of time, though. Which I guess is the one drawback. Yeah, there goes the missile down into the void of nothingness. There it goes.
Yeah. Just give him a few seconds and he'll mutilate everything on the screen.
Just to make extra sure it's dead, I guess.
That could have been bad.
I didn't get to be #1 by backing down.
Catch
This
up,
is
you
the
dummy.
place. Gyro's calculation said the green cheese of longevity lies just beyond this door.
Step aside, citizen, whilst I blast the door asunder.
No, why?
How was that, Mr. Mc... I mean, the path is clear, good sir.
Gizmo Duck.
Good work, Gizmo Duck.
Powerful like
Now-
a superhero, yet about as comedic as Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
Ah, Flintheart Glumgold. What are you doing here, you pernicious pilferer?
Why, same as you, Scroogey. Trying to corner a new segment of the dairy market.
Why, you... How did you find out about the green cheese?
Wouldn't you like to know? But thanks for saving me the trouble of blasting through that door on my own.
I'll stop him, Mr. McDuck. Halt, evildoer!
No, Gizmo Duck. I need you to help me deal with the... Beagle Boys.
He's an old man,
Ah.
Fenton. You can catch him later. Maybe fire a few missiles at him for good measure. It's not like Scrooge is getting good crap. I mean, yeah, they used to be kind of friends, but not anymore.
No.
You see, Blonde is the second richest duck on Disney Earth. So, yeah, he's not happy with second place. In fact, there was actually an entire episode where the two of them were competing to see who's the richest duck in the world.
Yeah, that's the one I was mentioning, and that the loser would have to eat their own half.
Yes, and they both attacked a floating island full of gold. Blonde sent the
point in
Beagle
hanging
Boys,
around
Scrooge
here.
sent his nephews and Donald in. And it was basically a race to see which team could pour more coins onto this giant scale that had been set up underneath the island.
And in the end, all the coins went away. All but one single coin that Scrooge got.
That's a priceless ruby.
His #1 dime tipped the scales in his favor.
Look, my hands are...
That thing is basically a magical artifact at this point. Magic has got a point. There's so much sympathetic value placed in that one tiny little dime that it's got to have some sort of magic to it now. Because she's basically convinced that it can be used as a talisman. Out of the way, jerk.
Oh.
Treasure!
And in fact, the one time in the one episode where she does get the dime, she's able to use it to do incredible feats with magic. Wait a minute.
Wait, were you not able to get that chest on the upper?
Yeah, I'm gonna respawn this Beagle Boy over here. Ah.
Oh.
Let's try that again.
So I was gonna say, maybe that's where the extra thing is.
That's where the heart container probably is.
Yippee!
Yep. Found it.
Aha! The mystery is solved.
And that's everything. 8 hearts. Watching those guys whine never gets
rich
old.
by being foolish.
So I guess you could say some good did come out of the Beagle Boys. For us, anyway.
Shout and throw it up.
Because, you know, when life gets you down, just laugh at other people's lives.
Nothing
It'll
very-
turn your life
I made
back
it here
around.
first.
Uh-oh.
No,
One
not
of the alien
cheese.
lab rats is
Anything
eating the
but
cheese.
that.
Oh, wow.
Great Scott! I thought that stuff was supposed to be an anti-aging
if it wasn't
culture, not an instant
Because it was a
growth
lab rat, I would have
fungus.
said, when do we step into Parasite Eve territory?
I didn't get to be #1 by back and bill. Ow.
Yeah, this guy's invincibility frame does not last very long. However, he can do this now.
He's got quite the slew of new abilities to make up for that.
It's gaining interest. I mean, speed.
I could say, Jim, what are you doing? Failing's my specialty, not yours.
I have no hit all these bosses, so I'm just, it's the LP curse, I think. Ooh, that
Ezra was jumping.
that kind of sucks.
Took a hit for it, but that got some rounds into that.
Alright, he should be almost done.
Coming through.
Okay, that's not good. I'm getting dodged. And there you go. Just a harmless little
Giant
rat.
moon rat or no giant moon rat. Nothing's gonna keep this duck from that green cheese and all the green it's gonna make me.
Yep. Alrighty.
So I guess, moon rat or not, I guess you could technically say it was, in a sense, an RLUS. For those of you who haven't watched Princess Bride, that stands for rodent of unusual size.
A rouse.
Yeah.
Alright. 16 small gems. 29 diamonds. 12 rubies. The treasure. Walked away with nearly 2 mil there. So yeah, I mean, you can walk away from this game with about 15 million if you know what you're doing. That's a
We
new
did
cut.
it, boys! All 5 treasures are mine! Boys?
We got a problem.
Nah. Ah.
Sorry, McDuck, but your meddlesome nephews are a wee bit tied up at the moment.
Flintheart Glomgold.
Gold.
You put the big old boys up to this.
Guilty
Yeah,
as
see,
charged,
Glomgold
Scroogey.
actually hired the big
I've
boys
been
to
the
attack the
world's
vault at the beginning
second
of the game.
richest duck long enough. But these treasures will soon change that.
Oh, tell your goons to release my boys.
Not till you fork over that last treasure.
Don't do it, Uncle Scrooge. Don't do it.
The way I see it, McDuck, you're not in much of a position to argue.
Yeah, aye. You drive a hard bargain, Glomgold.
Except
Take it, you filthy
don't
cheat.
really want to piss Scrooge off. The few times he's gotten
Flint
really
Heart
mad in the
Glomgold,
comics,
the richest
he
duck in the
tore the
world.
place. He
How
tore
does
his
it
immediate
feel to be
surroundings
number
apart
2,
in a
Scroogey?
rage. Hi, Magica. Well,
Magica DeSpell.
those two hate each other, so this should be amusing.
What are you doing here, Magica? Quick, somebody sound the alarm. Duckworth, Mrs. Beakley, call the Pentagon. Sell me stock and bonds.
Not so fast, fools.
Whack-a-rooney, Uncle Scrooge. I can't move. Me neither. Now I know how a statue feels.
Greedy old fools. These
But the way I see it, I
treasures
thought they
are
should
more
already
valuable
know.
than money.
What about that
Ah,
one
just
episode
what
with
do you
the
mean by
golden
that?
goose?
You find secrets
Where anything
hidden
that
inside
the
old
goose could
paintings,
touch
yes?
instantly turned to
Painting of
gold,
Drake
whether
von
it be
Bloodstone,
inanimate objects
also
or
known
living,
as
breathing
Count
people.
Dracula Duck.
Yeah.
These treasures are part of spells to summon him.
And the one time the curse
Oh,
was broken,
boy.
You will see, with power of Dracula
one
Duck,
time that
under
curse
my
was broken,
command,
they had to
I will
re-enable
rule
the curse,
world.
otherwise the whole world would have been turned to gold.
Magica sent us on this wild goose chase to get all
you'd
of
rather
those
surrender
treasures.
number 1 dime, Scrooge. Dime is much gentler way to conquer world. Will save me great deal of trouble. Also, less risk of accidental Dracula bite.
The first dime I ever made? Never.
Then I will take precious nephews instead. You will bring me dime quickly enough after that.
Hey, Dims is our hostages. Find your own.
Quiet, piggle boys.
See, Glomgold and Magica are not friends, so if both
Not
of them
not
show,
even based
if both
on
of them
mutual
show
hate.
up,
Now I
expect them to
take
screw
leave.
each other over.
Bring number 1 dime to my home on Mount Vesuvius in 24 hours.
I was gonna say not the
or
best of
little
friends, not even
nephews
based
will
on
become
mutual hate for
Snackula
Scrooge.
for Dracula. Yeah. Oh dear. Sometimes I still get carried away.
Which I guess if they want
That
to
lousy,
base
no good
this as
so-and-so.
just a show and not
I
based on the
stole those
British TV
treasures
show, I guess I
fair
can
and
understand
square.
why they didn't call
This
him
is
Count
no
Duckula.
time for bellyaching, Glomgold. I've got to save those boys.
Ha, forget it. That
Because I know I haven't
she-devil's
seen
long gone.
many episodes
You
of it,
can't
but
catch
there
her now.
did in fact
Maybe
used to
you're
be an
right,
old
Flinty.
British cartoon show called Count
That
Duckula.
leaves me no choice.
Uh-oh.
How about a deal? You help me get the boys back, and you can keep the 5 treasures.
Without your dime, I'll become the richest duck in the world, and you'll be nothing but a shriveled up old has-been.
That dime's not worth 10 cents next to the safety of my boys. Do we have an agreement?
Are you joshing? It's a deal. You know what I think, McDuck? I think you've gone soft. You've let those pesky rugrats become a business liability, and I'm gonna be the richer for it.
Oh, go soak your head.
Alright. Oh, hey! It's Gyro's bonus level.
Ooh.
What?
Oh.
What did I hit? I ran into a wall.
I think you were butting against the plane itself.
Now remember our deal, Flinty.
Disappointing.
Help me rescue the lads, and the treasure is yours.
You keep up your end, and I'll keep up mine.
Alright, welcome to Mount Vesuvius. In the original game, you were actually sent back to Transylvania for the final stage. Not this time. We're gonna see you soon, folks, for the final level. A confrontation with Magica, and, well... yeah, spoilers, you fight Dracula Duck again in this version. Later, folks.